Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're diving into a really cool idea. What if the key to finding your place in the Bitcoin world isn't about becoming someone you're not, but about doubling down on who you already are?
You know that feeling, like you have to be some kind of supercoder or finance genius to even get a foot in the door with Bitcoin? Well, it turns out that's just not true. The most successful people aren't fitting a mold, they're breaking it by being completely authentically themselves.
A lot of people think the Bitcoin rabbit hole is this one narrow, super technical tunnel. But that's not the right picture at all. It's more like a sprawling city, a massive ecosystem with neighborhoods for tech, for media, for human rights, for art, you name it. It's a whole world of opportunity. And that, of course, brings us to the big question, right? In this massive, growing world, where do you belong? Where's your natural home? Well, let's find out. Okay, to navigate this huge city, you're going to need a map. And it turns out the best map you have is your own personality. We're going to use a simple 3-step process to pinpoint the exact corner of the Bitcoin world that was basically made for you. So here's the game plan. It's super straightforward. First, we're going to get a clear picture of your personality. Second, we'll take that picture and see where it fits on the Bitcoin map. And third, we'll turn that knowledge into a real, actionable plan. Our starting point is the personality assessment over at 16personalities.com. Now, a really important thing to remember here, this isn't about putting you in a box. Think of it as a tool, a compass. It's a map to help you get started, not a final judgment on who you are. All right, now for the super interesting part. We can group all 16 personality types into 4 distinct tribes within the Bitcoin world. These are like your natural communities, the places where you'll just click. So let's dive in and see which one feels like your home turf. First up, we've got the analysts. If you're someone who loves big ideas, complex systems, and really getting into the nuts and bolts of why things work, this might be you. These are the network's architects. It's deep thinkers. And check out how this translates into real-world roles. It just makes so much sense, right? The INTJ architect, who thinks in systems, is perfect for protocol security. The INTP thinker gets lost in monetary philosophy. The natural leader, the ENTJ commander, is born to start companies. And the ENTP debater, you'll find them excelling in places like podcasts, breaking down complex ideas on the fly. Next up, the advocates and creators. These are the people who connect with Bitcoin's human side. They're not just fascinated by the how, they're driven by the why. What does this mean for people? What's the story here? They are the heart and soul of the network. And this is so crucial, because it shows that telling the story is just as important as writing the code. You've got the INFJ advocate, who's a natural fit for human rights work. The INFP idealist. They're the artists, the musicians, the writers. The ENFJ mentor is the community builder making everyone feel welcome. And the ENFP campaigner is out there on social media, making the tech feel human. Our third tribe is the guardians and directors. These are the rock-solid, practical people who build the structures that everything else stands on. We're talking legal, financial, and security frameworks, the stuff that allows this whole ecosystem to be trusted and to grow up. These folks are absolutely essential. The ISTJ inspector is perfect for the critical work of taxes and compliance. The ISFJ protector has a natural talent for teaching, security, and helping people protect their assets. The ESTJ corrector acts as that vital bridge to the corporate world, and the ESFJ connector keeps the community buzzing and organized. And last but not least, we have the explorers. These are the hands-on, adventurous types. They don't just want to talk about Bitcoin, they want to be out there living it. They're all about action and real-world results. This just proves there's a huge space for people who are doers. The ISTP craftsman loves getting their hands dirty with nodes and miners. The ISFP adventurer is the digital nomad creating amazing lifestyle content. The ESTP entrepreneur has an intuitive feel for the markets. And the ESFP performer, they're the ones making Bitcoin fun, high energy, and exciting for everyone. Okay, so you've found your tribe. Awesome. But now what? I mean, insight is great, but it doesn't mean much until you do something with it. So how do we get from theory to action? Well, there's this fantastic 30-day process to get you going. Week 1 is all about you, your history, your patterns, what makes you tick. In week 2, you take that self-portrait and you lay it over the Bitcoin map to find your door. Week 3 is all about finding your unique voice, the story that only you can tell. And then in week 4, you actually build something. You create your first real thing. Now we come to the final piece of the puzzle, and honestly, this might be the most powerful idea of all. This isn't just about finding a role, it's about finding a problem that you, and only you, are uniquely positioned to solve. I absolutely love this quote. Think about it. All those little things about the Bitcoin world that frustrate you, the confusing articles, the tools that are hard to use, the resources that just don't exist, those aren't just complaints, they're signposts. They are literally your business plan, pointing directly to where you can add the most value.
And no matter what you decide to build, what path you take, it all has to be built on the bedrock principle of this entire network: self-custody. Not your keys, not your coins. It's more than a slogan, it's the whole point. Understanding that you need to be in control of your own assets is just non-negotiable.
And look, if you're sitting there thinking, man, I wish I'd gotten in sooner, maybe I'm too late, just stop. You are not late. The game is just getting started. This whole economy is still in its early days, and the need for good teachers, clear writers, passionate builders, and great communicators is bigger than it has ever been. So I'll leave you with this question to think about. What's the one thing you've seen in the Bitcoin world that really bugs you? The one thing you just know could be so much better? Because that little frustration, that's not a distraction. That just might be the most accurate business plan you'll ever find.